10 Lobo.
40 the mark, 40 the mark.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Ebron caught left side.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintain. The football defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Set 70, Indy.
Let's go, deep, tighten up.
Pilot, 64, weak. Now.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
40's jet bombers. 2-jet bombers.
Second and 8 at the Eagles' 21-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
Here's 2nd and 8. Campbell making the catch. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Go.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Wentz going to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Incomplete to Zach Ertz. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
On first down, Kirby. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down now, Kirby. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
You're out. 60 or.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Kill, kill, kill.
Hey, Echo.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Get it.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Goodwin able to haul it in. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Eagles nothing.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
46 down, man. 5-4. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50.
Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Check back, check back. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, watch it, watch it.
Straight 15. Straight 15.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Wentz now to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. That's complete to Whiteside. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Hey, we got 4.
Hey, Alpha.
Throwing on 1st down. Flanagan. He's going to go deep for Funchess. This is caught inside the 15. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A huge play that time for the Colts. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, Kirby. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught by Funchess. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Devin Funches, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Night, sweetheart.
Hey, Sam off. Five.
From the gun, Flanagan. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give them a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Not that time for Watkins.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, You can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Throwing to start the drive. Flanagan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. They find...
just wanna be her, for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like,